I was recently on YouTube Shorts and Netflix. Two terrible spots for me to be on, I know, but sometimes we just can't help it. And I've noticed a oversaturation of either stand-up comedy specials and clips of stand-up comedy shows. And it got me thinking, given the oversaturation of this, it's clear that they're becoming extremely popular. Yet I don't really understand why. The culture of stand-up comedy, I don't quite understand it. If anything, I look at it to be very similar to a sitcom, and I've made a video a couple of weeks ago about why sitcoms are kind of insidious, mainly because of the laugh track itself. But the reason why I think that stand-up comedy is now becoming similar to a sitcom is because of the laughter aspect. Now, when you're watching a stand-up comedy, or at the very least, I should preface this by saying, for those of you who haven't seen my previous video, when you're watching a sitcom, I should say, you're sat down on your couch or wherever, you're droning out the sounds of your family, your baby mama, your friends, whatever else. You're sat there with a beer or not. You're watching the sitcom. The laugh track happens, you're not laughing, the show ends, but you almost have this cathartic feeling as though you felt as though you have been laughed. You're laughing through the other person. That's the purpose of canned laughter. Not to cue you to laugh, but to laugh for you. And I think this is a little bit weird. Now, I think that stand-up comedy functions in the same way, except it's a little bit more, the laughter is a little bit more authentic. Because the laughter is not pre-recorded, whether or not you're watching it on your phone or the TV, or if you're actually going to the stand-up comedy show in person, the laughter around you, even if you yourself are not laughing, you're laughing through other people in vivo, which makes it feel more authentic. Now, and this is sort of where I want to explore the sort of paradox, this ideology, if you will, which has become a recurring theme of so many of my videos. Now, we don't just laugh because something is funny, but by laughing, we also reduce our fear, our anxiety, and our stress. Three things which I've come to the conclusion that, there seems to be a lot more of these days. And it gets me thinking, when people are laughing, are they genuinely laughing at the comedy? Yes, okay, perhaps they may be. But are they really? Are they laughing because the comedian is saying what everybody else is thinking, except in a humorous and a creative way? In this case, is the laughter that is forthcoming not one of genuine comedy, but is it one of relief? Are the people who are laughing thinking, oh my God, thankfully I'm not the only one who thinks this way? If that's the case, I think we have a bigger problem on our hands. Why are we not brave enough to voice our own opinion? Why must we rely on an ever-increasing lineup of stand-up comedians? And I will commend them for their job because it is not easy. But why are we relying on them to be the torchbearers of popular thought? The philosophers to the masses, if you will. Like I said, I respect the comedians for doing it because it's a tough job. And if this is the case where they are becoming sort of philosophers light, if you will, like I said, the torchbearers of public thought, are we doing it because we are too afraid to voice our own opinions? And are we laughing genuinely because it's funny? Or because we're too afraid to say what we're actually thinking? Those are my thoughts on the culture of stand-up comedy. I don't laugh whenever I watch it or whenever I see it. I'll chuckle every now and again. But again, much with the sitcoms, I could be one of these deranged lunatics who just doesn't find it funny, maybe because my life's already a joke. Anyway, I put the question to you. Do you watch stand-up comedy? If so, top 3 comedians. Better yet, run me a special in the comments below. Maybe that you think I might find funny. And also, maybe a better question. Do you laugh because you genuinely find it funny? Or do you laugh for another reason? In any event, drop a like on the video and a comment down below to share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And as always, thank you so much for watching.